Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Button 91. We're talking to you guys about, well, love is blind. It's crazy. I said desperation has a sound, and it sounds like this. Yes, it sounds like a horror track. And we're talking about Lydia and we're talking about Milton once more, part two. Lydia is somebody who I've seen a bit of emotionality in the first two episodes. But specifically in this episode, she made it very clear to Milton that she just wants to be loved, wants to be cared for, she just wants to be loved for who she actually is. And I found that quite interesting because I feel like she's settling for Milton because of his age, because of the desperation of wanting to be loved, cared for who she actually is. When you have that desperation, it puts you in places. The Bible says, to the hungry man, everything bitter tastes sweet. And to the hungry woman who wants a man who wants to be loved, cared for, and seen in the right way, someone like Milton's going to be your choice. Now, not because Milton is awkward, am I saying this, but because she made such a big deal about his age. And then now she's like kind of like flipping it, flip, roll, reverse it. And it's like, yeah, I hear that. But really and truly, sis, we know, yeah, we know that that's not what you were trying to go for originally. And so I feel like, her even asking him to be more vulnerable and wanting to be more emotionally connected. He even said himself, and I'll play the clip as well, where he said, "Look, I just love the fact you're so more emotionally connected. If you were to have children, you'd be a great mom because I see how connected you are." But he's not connected. Baby, you got a project on your hands. But let's talk about that in a second or two. Listen, if you're new to the channel, okay, you already know what it is, baby. Little black book, you know what time it is. Oh, the throat's feeling a little bit stronger, baby. Yeah, me, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads. We're trying to get to 100K by the end of the year. I'm asking for an impossible feat because why ask God for something small when you can do something big? You understand what I'm saying too? I look for the miracles. Yeah. So we love for you guys to get involved, subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody else who maybe is going through something like this as well, who you also might feel that could benefit from this video as well. So, and don't forget, we've got a membership going on. It's £1 or $1. Sign up, get involved. It's a click on the dollar sign down below and get involved in our membership. We have conversations every other week on this channel talking about, well, anything to do with relationships. And if you're somebody who wants to talk about TV shows that you love, and you ain't got space to talk about it because you just need, you're buzzing, you're just itching to talk about it. Like some of you guys are snitching on every episode of Love is Blind and you don't have sense on my comment section anymore, then you need to join the Patreon. Okay, because what you guys are doing in the comment section, snitching in the comment section, when you know that every season I do Love is Blind, I take it episode by episode. Some of you don't have shame, you don't have class, and you know who you are. Stop shaming, stop doing it. You are spoiling it for me. I said I only going to do episode by episode, but you want to spoil it for me. You specifically go and join the Patreon. Go and spill the beans over there. You understand what I'm saying to you? But no, we appreciate you guys, honestly. All right, cool. For those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. That note slide. Do you see the end part? The note just went a little bit. You got the minerals. The first part I kind of messed it up a little bit. I had to hit it again. Okay. Stay hydrated because the streets out there are hot. Let's get into the video. Let's talk a little about Lydia and her situation with Milton. Why do I feel like she's a little bit desperate? Let's get into this conversation because it's a real thing, a real thing. When we talk about desperation has a sound as well, right? Let's get into it. Sorry, I took it off because I don't want the copyright. Let's go.
Like, I crave so bad to be loved.
I mean, I think you're definitely worthy of being loved.
And I know that I'm worthy of love. I know.
She was like, "Oh, keep quiet, because I'm trying to finish off my monologue." like she was talking, and he was like, "I think you're definitely worth it to be loved." She was like, "But I know," and yeah, she wanted to finish off her monologue, brother. Basically, what she was saying was, "Keep quiet. I'm spilling my monologue to you. Keep quiet. Don't interrupt. Don't come and talk. I'm here trying to spill my heart to you." And sometimes people just want a space where they can spill their heart and really just be able to express what they feel. Now, we know previously before this, she was spilling her heart about, oh boy, Izzy. Now she's spilling her heart about herself. And I just believe that there's a little bit of desperation here. The need and want to want to be loved and cared for so much that she's now finding herself in shallow waters and finding her place in empty cisterns and being in places where the land is dry. Because this Milton, whilst I believe that you guys connect on the genealogy, the rock aspect, and it's quite sexy to talk about different rocks, you know, I am under the rock is higher than I. Jehovah hides me under the rock. Go tell my enemies I am under the rock. Now, some of you who are not Christians will have no idea what I'm singing. But anyway, but back into that have not been addressed and have not been healed. Sorry, that sound went out for a second, right? And for me personally, when there are deeper wounds and things have not been addressed, it comes out like this, and then it comes out putting you. You see, when your desperation is leading you, it leads you to certain places. You ever been so hungry, so hungry that when you go to the shop, you buy so many different goodies. And after you've eaten one or two of them, you're like, why did I buy all these goodies? You know what I mean? You realize the hunger has been satisfied because I'm not satisfied with where I've been. Hey, Jesus. Oh, sorry. Anyway, listen. But no, when you're not satisfied, it takes you to different places, right? It drags you to different places. Your nostril, your nose that you're smelling the food takes you to different places. It's the same thing in relationships. The nostril that you have for wanting to be loved, that you're willing to settle for someone like Milton who will give you the love that you require to feed the validation of, I'm now finally getting what I want. But it's actually not what you want. It's not what you want. You're gonna be hungry again. It's almost like eating junk food. Once in a while is okay, but if junk food is your main meal that you go to when you're really hungry, you're gonna find yourself eating several junk foods because once you eat it, it reignites the hunger again because of the sugar and the salt and the preservatives and everything like that's involved in it, and it makes you want to go and eat again. You're not fully hungry, right? It's been like having a McDonald's and then wanting to go and eat something else after. We've all been there. It didn't satisfy you, right? And so for me, and listening to what he said about, you be a great mom and emotions and those things will make you a great mom. I was like, I don't know if I don't know if he really sees her beyond the infatuation that he has. I'm not saying he's bad. I think there's a little bit more infatuation from him. But let's play a little bit more of the clip.
But I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, I think you're an amazing person. And like, I thought about you last night and I was like, damn, I like really want to talk to this girl again. I hope I'd get to.
Were you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You're my strongest.
She's like, were you really thinking about me last night? And you were just like, the fantasy is being reloaded like the Matrix. Like the fantasy of that somebody wants you and desperately cares about you and thinks about you. Like, were you thinking about me? She wasn't even thinking about you last night. Whilst you were thinking about her, she was thinking about Izzy. You understand? Yeah. So that's why I said it's not cute. You get me? But when you want the validation, when you want the praise, when you want the adulation, when you want the adorations, you understand? When you want all that stuff, you know what I mean? I don't mean to use a big words. There really was no context to that. But when you want all of that feeling, look what she said. Were you? I said, oh, darling, please. Come on. Come on. But yeah, that's for me. I think this is a situation that's not going to end well. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process. This ain't going to end well. And I think with Lydia, especially when we watched her in the first episode and watching her, how she gives advice as well, the way she's so spits fire, I'm like, yeah, this girl, there's a lot of emotions with her, a lot of pain that's with her too. You got to be very, very careful. And hopefully she doesn't choose the wrong choice. Sis, it's not worth your peace to choose someone just for the sake of getting your immediate needs met when there are long-term needs that also are needed. So like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button. Let me know down below, guys, what your actual thoughts are around this. We'd love to hear your perspective. And